And I've said this, over the course of the time since the brand split. Miz is probably, he's one of the 3 people in the WWE who have benefited from the split. The other 2 being Alexa Bliss and Baron Corbin. I'll get to one of those 2 in a few moments. But now, Miz is a 7-time Intercontinental Champion. I honestly think he should have went for the WWE title as when he was on SmackDown, but that's neither here or there. And now he's the Intercontinental Champion, which in the time that Brock Lesnar holds this Universal Championship, he is the face of Raw. I don't know what Cena said, dude. Oh, and DJ Classics on the chat. Hey, I didn't know Cena had comments. But no, I can't say that Miz can't do no wrong because, it is what it is. But he's the face of Raw right now in the time in which the Universal Championship is basically non-existent. Now, for Great Balls of Fire, Joe and Brock, spoiler alert, are going to be the center of attention is for the Universal Championship. But now the Miz is the face of Raw, having the only singles championship that's not the women's title on that brand. It's true. It's just true. Rich Swann and Sasha Banks defeated Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. Let's see. That match sucked. Nothing extreme about it at all. It's just a filler match. And I hated when women's matches were the pee breaks, but it gave us an excuse to go up and, take a leak if you're at the show. Or even you're at the house. That storyline was stupid. A lot of guys were falling in love with Sasha Banks and her dancing afterward. Okay, whatever. Then Elias Sampson did his stupid bit. And then the Raw Women's Champion. DJ Classic, you gotta send me Cena's comments. Why would he shit on the whole locker room? It's like he's The Rock all over again. He's too Hollywood now for the WWE, so he's just going to take the opportunity to shit all over everybody. Alexa Bliss defeats Bayley. Now, I saw the result coming. But the part that not only did I not see coming, but pretty much everybody else saw coming. It was a squash. Bayley went from the underdog to champion in NXT, which in one of the best matches I've ever seen, men or women's matches, to losing to Asuka, to coming to Raw, and she got, I don't know, I think she got pushed. Okay. When Bayley's push to the main roster was held too long, and that's just my opinion. I think she should have been up sooner, because at the peak of her popularity, was right before she went into Asuka. She should have come up sooner. And honestly, I don't think she should have won the women's championship in NXT. Although it was a big payoff in NXT. Huge payoff. I think it would have been best served for those who were following the NXT talent if Bayley had just come on the Raw during when, Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte debuted. To debut with them, the 4 horsewomen come from NXT to Raw same night. And then the bigger payoff would have been her winning the title finally on the WWE platform, which would have been, I think, a much bigger deal. And they would have capitalized on her popularity at that time. Now they waited too long to bring her up, and then they tried shoving her down people's throats right away. And even then, she wasn't a believable champion because they had Sasha basically having her way, to butt in and cause the victories that Bayley had. It tarnished it. And again, Bayley's a good talent. Her gimmick gives hopes. Her gimmick is very suitable for kids. Yeah, it was very suitable for kids, and it still is. But I don't know. I mean, jeez. Okay. Hold on, I'm going to copy this link if I can. Yeah, Classic, you got to send this to me via text or something because I can't copy and paste it on the chat here on my desktop. Sorry. But that was the problem with Bayley. Whereas when Alexa Bliss came in, she proved that she's championship material. Is she the greatest wrestler? No, not necessarily. But her character makes up for everything. Her character she's worked on, you can tell she's worked on it, and it's just so good. And I'm not just saying that because she's my WWE crush. But her character is legit that good. It is that good. And not only, she's the first woman to hold both Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships, which is awesome. But now she's the woman's face for the longest weekly episodic television show in history and the most successful wrestling program as far as longevity in a long time. So yeah, and I agree, Jamel, she's a star and she's already there. But now what do you do with her from here? So then, but yeah, I mean, Bayley couldn't use the kendo stick. Then Bliss beats the piss out of her. I mean, got her with one good shot in the back of the head, accidental, of course. But she beat the crap out of her. Like, that was no joke. Like, oh my god. And ultimately won in just with a squash match. Like, that was the female equivalent to when Lesnar beat Cena for the title. Lesnar did 16 suplexes to Cena on top of just beating the crap out of him and winning the WWE World Championship at the time. Alexa Bliss just beat the crap out of Bayley with a kendo stick for like 5 minutes with little to no retaliation from Bayley. But the match, and then everybody else's criticism was the match was quick. Okay. Well, I'm only speaking from bias. I'm happy that Bliss won. Emma, I'd love to see Alexa versus Emma, but with Emma being the heel, whatever. Point being said, I don't think it was wasted. I'm sorry, but I don't think the match was wasted. It served a purpose. It sucks for fans of Bayley, and for the biggest babyface of Raw right now, Bayley has to lose that way. But I don't think I don't think it was a waste. I really don't. Sorry, I don't. But now where they go from here is where things are going to get interesting. So I got to tell you though, I don't want to see Alexa versus Asuka because Asuka will kill her. Asuka will kill her. But we'll see. We'll see how much longer Asuka holds the title for. I think she drops it at TakeOver Brooklyn, but that's besides the point. I mean, what much more do you need from a kendo stick match? You get a girl who can obviously handle a stick. She beats the shit out of another girl who obviously doesn't know how to handle a stick. And there you go. That's it. That's it. It served its purpose in more than one way. And it could have been a regular match, which is fine, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Cesaro and Sheamus defeat the Hardys to become the new tag team champions in a steel cage match. Okay. I enjoyed this match a lot. Here's where the criticism comes in. Jeff Hardy reasserts himself into the match at the end with a whisper in the wind, which then basically Matt gets out, and then Jeff can't get out, and Sheamus and Cesaro get out and win the titles. Does it really matter that much if he goes back? It tells a damn story. He saw that his brother was in trouble. He's the daredevil. He's the risk taker still after all these years. And he's going in to do what he needs to do to, I guess, assure that they retain the titles. It was stupid, but, on Jeff's part. But do we really care that much? This is just being honest. Do we really care that much? That, why did he go back in? Why did he go back in? Why didn't he just stay out there? And why didn't they count it? Why did they count it? Because the whole point of the match is to get out of the ring with both feet on the floor and stay out there. Stay out there. Yes, thank you, Classic. It was the same shit then, but he also did something else crazier back then too. Does it really matter that much? And I'm just asking an honest question. Does it really matter that much? Me? No. Absolutely not. It was still a great match. It served its point. You still continue it for a little bit, I believe, with the Hardys and Sheamus and Cesaro, excuse me. Sheamus and Cesaro really have formed into a good team since Foley put them together. They've really done their thing. And Jeff Hardy does age. I was talking about it on another show where Matt's obviously the one visibly happier to be back. Jeff just kind of wants to not do this anymore, but he still does it, and he's probably getting paid handsomely right now to do that. So everybody gets their cheap pop, and then the Hardys get their checks. They're still rich, and yeah. Right, but this is the point. Jeff put himself back into the match. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, you're basically forfeiting your spot by jumping back in. So, there's that with this cage match. Cruiserweight Championship match. I thought this was match of the night. Submission match, Neville versus Austin Aries. He retains the Cruiserweight title. This is where everybody thought that Austin Aries was finally going to win the Cruiserweight title. I didn't have a prediction show, obviously, about Extreme Rules. And even thinking about it, I didn't care one way or another who Neville's come a long way. And Neville Aries have had a really good feud. I haven't watched 205 a lot lately, which is, that is whatever. But they have such a good chemistry in the ring, it's ridiculous. Everybody thought Austin Aries was going to win. And me, I didn't have anybody in the fight. I didn't have any favorites. I just didn't care. All I know is based on their two previous matches, this was going to be good. And this is a submission match where, okay, it's not necessarily extreme either. Again, who gives a shit? Because we already know it's PG era and it's not going to be that big of a deal. So,